Hey, it's Jason with OptionsForL.com. In this video, I want to go over a new feature that we just added to the Options4L options tracking tool, and it is alerts. Now, I'm really excited about this feature because I've been looking for something like this for a long time, and I just built it. And it does exactly what I want it to do. So in this video, I just want to show it to you and show you how you can set it up within your account. Now, you do have to be a paying member of this platform in order to have access to alerts. More information can be found at options4l.com. But anyway, assuming you're a paid member, this is how you can go ahead and activate alerts on your open positions. So here I am in my account, and I can go into open positions now. And let me scroll over a little bit. And you should see this little bell icon right here. So you can set different alerts for each position that you currently have open, and it's quite intuitive. So we can just click on here. So let me go to a position where I might want to set an alert. So this one right here, this iron condor trade, I'm going to go ahead and set an alert on this particular position. So I'll click this bell icon, and I already have an alert on here that was already triggered. As you can see right here, I could go ahead and turn it back on if I want to, but I'm actually just going to delete it and we'll start from scratch. So here's the position alerts dialog box, and it's, like I said, it's quite simple to understand. So we have alert type, so there's leg alert, and that means you can select individual legs within your particular position. So if it's a multi-leg position and you just want to watch one of the legs, you could set an alert against that leg. Then there's any leg alert, and this would fire off if any of the legs meet a certain criteria, and we'll go over the criteria in just a second here, but if any leg hits that criteria. But then there's also position alert, and this monitors the 4 legs combined. So for example, right here, we just have % of max profit. And in this particular case, I'm trying to make at least 70% profit on my iron condor. So if it goes above 70%, I would like to be notified. So I'm just going to go ahead and create that alert real quick. And there we go. I've created that particular alert. And I want to set up another alert. Let's go to new alert. And we'll look at the leg alert real quick. So if I want to watch a certain leg, like maybe I want to watch my short legs to see if the delta gets reached or something to that effect. So I could go ahead and select my 695 call, sell to open leg, and alert when. So we have delta, extrinsic value as a dollar amount, as a %, unrealized profit and loss, realized profit and loss, days to expiration, option price, underlying price. So all these different criteria you could go ahead and select from. And I'll just do delta, and we can see right here that it loads in the current delta. So if the delta for this particular leg goes above, we'll just do 0.3. Well, then I want to be notified about it. So I'll go ahead and do create alert. And there we go. So now I have 2 alerts set up on this particular position. If I want to turn one off, I could turn it off easily, hit that little slider, and there we go. If we need to edit it, you can click on edit, and so we could change it. Maybe it's like went past 0.3. Okay, we'll let it go a little longer. We'll set it to 0.4, and there we go. So super simple to do. Let me add a new alert. And let's just do any leg alert. Let's say that we want to watch, multiple legs. And we have the same criteria we can select from. I'm just going to leave it on delta. Goes above, we'll do 0.3 and create alert. So now we're kind of redundant. We have an alert set up for any leg going past the 0.3 delta. And then we're also watching this individual leg. So we kind of doubled up. We'll go ahead and delete that one out of there. I just wanted to give you an example. So there we go. I'm happy with those alerts right there. Let me come down here and do one other alert real quick. So I'm monitoring my cash secured puts. I'm kind of watching this extrinsic value on these. If it gets too low, I'm going to need to do something about it. So I'll go ahead and set up an alert right here. And you see I already have some set up and they've already triggered. I'm going to go with 0.15. So if it drops below 15 cents, then I want to be notified. And this position only has 1 leg, but I'll just do any leg alert. And alert when any leg. And I want to watch my extrinsic value. And I'm going to select the dollar amount because I want to watch a particular dollar amount. Drops below, and we'll do 15 cents. So if this leg's extrinsic value drops that low, I'll get a notification and I could go ahead and take action on this particular position. So we'll go ahead and create that alert real quick, and there we go. Perfect. So now that we have our alerts set up, like what do we do with them or how do they work? Well, there's a tab up here called alerts now, and you can see that I have a red 3 next to it, and that's because I have 3 alerts that I need to go ahead and acknowledge. So these are the triggered alerts. So anytime one of your alerts gets triggered, it comes into this area right here. And we can see that I have 3 alerts. It gives me the details. So it's the SPY triggered, it's my iron condor. And I could go ahead and click on it to see which position it's talking about right here. So it's the iron condor that I set up on November 24th. And it gives me the reason for the trigger. So the delta went above 0.1 and it was at 0.174. And I have another alert right here, percent of max profit went above 50%. And then I have an alert for my IBIT, the delta went above 0.3. And that's what triggered that particular alert. And we can see it was triggered, and I received an email. So coming over here to notification settings, this is how you set up how you're going to get notified. So there's currently email offered, but I'm looking at integrating Telegram or maybe another service as well. Give us a few different options, but right now it's email focused. You can turn it off if you don't want to receive emails. You just want to log in and check your alerts from time to time. You could go ahead and do that. You could go ahead and set up your alert email address. So if you want the alert sent to a different email address than your account's email address, you could do that. But if you leave it blank, it'll use your current account email address. And just to make sure that alerts are working, you could go ahead and send yourself a test email to make sure it arrives. Now, how the alerts work, so alerts are checked every hour during market hours from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, weekdays only. Now, when a condition is met, you will receive an email, and the alert pauses automatically to prevent repeat notifications, so you won't keep getting spammed. Like if the delta goes above 0.3 and it sits above 0.3, like you won't receive an email every hour. You only receive that email the first time that the alert is triggered. Now, speaking of that, you can see right here that there's a button right here to activate. So this one I could go ahead and turn back on. So reactivate, and now it's back activated. So if you do want another email, you just simply reactivate that particular alert. And then you can go ahead and acknowledge your alerts in order to make that red 3 go away. And then we can see all of my triggered alerts right here. And if you want to open it up, you can open it up and take a closer look. Now to set up alerts, we already went over that. You go to the open positions and click the bell icon. And then to reactivate, we just discussed, click the reactivate button on any triggered alert to start monitoring again. And real quick before I end the video, I just wanted to show you what it looked like when you received an email with the alerts. So you can see in this case, I got 3 position alerts triggered, and it breaks it down for me. So it was on IBIT and my cash secured put with the $56 strike price expiring January 23rd, 2026. And it tells you which trading account it's from as well. So if you have multiple trading accounts set up with multiple alerts, it will consolidate them all into one email when it sends that particular email. And basically it just gives you the details of the alert, the metric, the condition, the value. I did fix this. This is a little glitch, but now it calls it the right thing, like a human readable word. And you could also click the view alerts button to take you to the alerts page, where you could go ahead and view your alerts and acknowledge them or reactivate them. So anyway, that's it for the alerts feature. It's something that I've desperately wanted, especially being able to monitor like when delta hits a certain point, or when my percent return or percent profit hits a certain point, or my extrinsic value goes below a certain point and I might need to take some action because I'm running a risk of that option being assigned. So hopefully you found this feature helpful, and that's it. I hope you have a great day.